The Olympics 2024 ceremony was pretty messed up. I'm sure most of you are very aware of that and why. They obviously made a big mockery of the Last Supper. Some people claim that that wasn't a portrayal of the Last Supper, but it sure looked like it was. But there's something else that I noticed during the ceremony that I would like to talk about a bit. So, after they had Lady Gaga performing, a very problematic artist, they had a metal band called Gojira, and they performed during a ceremony that included a headless Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was the last queen prior to the French Revolution, and after she was found guilty in a trial in 1793, after the Revolutionary Tribunal found her guilty of crimes against the state, Marie Antoinette was famously sentenced to death by means of the guillotine. So that's why that lady doesn't have a head, or at least her head is not attached to her body. So yeah, that was pretty creepy. So I would like to talk a bit about the band that was performing during that ceremony. So the band is called Gojira. They are a French progressive death metal band. So my first issue regarding this ceremony is that a lot of people view the Olympics opening ceremony. I mean, it's pretty much the whole world that is watching. And obviously, you have all different age groups watching. So there's a lot of teenagers and young people watching this, and this might be the first time that they're getting exposed to a metal band such as Gojira. And this might just be the thing that gets them interested in metal music. And a lot of time when you start to get interested into metal music, you will also start to be interested in all kinds of dark stuff, be it occultism or just horror movies and things of that nature. Because the metal genre in general is very dark and a lot of it is focused on death and evil and demonic things and things of that nature. So for me, that's one thing that's dangerous when it comes to using a metal band play in a opening ceremony like this where you have so many viewers. So what I want to do is just look at two music videos of Gojira just to show you where they are at spiritually, the type of things they think is appropriate to put in their music videos. So this is the video for the song called Born in Winter from Gojira. So we have some fetus, and then we have this weird looking new age mask, and here we have the all-seeing eye. So this is very Hinduism, new agey, trance-like visuals, something you'll see at things like trance parties, usually where a lot of the people are influenced by Hinduism or just these visuals they'll see when they're taking psychedelic drugs, etc. But it's very new age, and it's definitely very demonic in nature, because these things, all these experiences people have when they're in trances during meditation in Hinduism, or just people into new age going into trances or taking psychedelics, when they have these experiences and they see these entities or whatever, a lot of that is purely demonic. Then the second video I want to look at is called Stranded by Gojira. So there's a girl being brought into a room by two women in, looks like, cloaks. And anyway, so this girl, she seems to not be moving, and then they do something to her, anoint her forehead with whatever is in the chalice, and immediately her eyes goes black, and you can see that obviously she's now supposed to be demonically possessed. So there's a lot of demonic visuals in this music video. And so here she cracks some eggs and it looks like blood inside of the eggs and she's covered in it. And here you see her eyes again, it's black. So yeah, I think you get the picture. It seems like she's in some trance, having demonic convulsions. So obviously, this whole music video shows us a lady that is possessed by a demon, and the demonic spirit is controlling her. Okay, and so now she's gonna get up and climb back into the bed. And I think this just represents the end of the ritual of a possession. So as you can see, it's very demonic, very occultic. So yeah. Okay, here's an article where someone interviewed the band Gojira, and it's about them explaining the mystical process. This is the process of them writing songs, writing music. Okay, so let's read. It is a spiritual process, a mystical process, frontman and rhythm guitarist Joan Duplantier tells Exclaim, when discussing the writing of their fifth studio album, Le Enfant Sauvage. In a weird way, we don't control any of it. While the band may enter the studio with a solid conceptual sense of the album they wish to write and an outline of the message they want to convey, the writing process itself is something much more akin to channeling. Here, he is admitting that the process feels like channeling. And channeling is when you open yourself up for a demonic spirit to use your body. Say the demonic spirit wants to write something down or channel music through you, whatever it may be. They'll just use your body. So you are just a channel for the demonic spirit. Let's continue. We make ourselves available for a certain energy that moves through us, Duplantier explains. My bandmates and myself gather in a room, and the music moves through us continuously. My brother and I wrote most of the stuff. But really, what is composing? It is just making yourself available, grabbing your instrument, relaxing, and then boom, you play something. You don't know where it comes from. This energy not only defines the band's recorded output, but their spiritual nature also bleeds over into their live performance as well. Duplantier notes that he enjoys playing for a smaller audience in relatively intimate clubs because the setting allows Gojira to turn the show into a whole new experience. You can go to a higher dimension rather than just the usual live music experience. He hopes to lead the audience on what he calls a collective trance. I think this interview makes it clear that the force or the energy, as they call it, that's working through them is something demonic. And you can see it in the visuals in those two music videos, that they are definitely influenced by the demonic, influenced by the occult. And they do themselves admit that the writing process itself is something much more akin to channeling, and that they make themselves available for a certain energy that moves through them. And this energy, if you ask me, is demonic forces, demonic spirits working through them. I hope that's been interesting and an eye-opener. Till next time, blessings in Jesus. Bye.